What, just because we ate turkey yesterday, we're not going to make this week's video? We've got late fall Coho highlights on spinners and twitching jigs. We've got sexy chanterelle pics. Steelhead updates. Are we going to find out soon whether we have a season or not? And of course, we're going to talk about razor clams. We got an update from WFW on that. Let's go right to the highlights. Me and my friends took a guided trip on the Chehalis River for late fall Coho. It was an absolute blast.
Way bigger up there in Alaska.
I know you've done that before.
I've seen people do it.
It doesn't work.
No.
I've got
The wave doesn't spin.
I've got fish doing this.
It's off-putting. Yep. There you go, Connor. There you go.
I haven't taken a hand off. What? Give it to the old man.
There you go. Swim. Hold your hand.
I'm an Alaska fishing guy. I don't handoffs or not.
Just fall right out. That's
No, it
this
sucks.
is really important.
Super slack line bite twice. He didn't hook up the first time
Yeah.
the slack line bit it, and he did the second time.
Yeah, mine didn't bite super hard either.
Another hatchery run.
Nice. Look at that, look at that.
Oh, in Alaska, even the trees have salmon.
Oh, come on.
That's great, I love it.
Barely in there.
That one wrapped about 6 wraps around
Yeah.
that twig, and that's a dog.
Well, we can break it and always go back and get it. We know where it is.
Oh, what is that?
I'm gonna leave the whole pile in the freaking
What kind of...
hole.
I'll take a freaking.
Freaking Alaska guys.
Oh no!
Right?
Call it his mouth this time, because it really isn't.
Yep, look at that.
Oh, and it came out!
All right, so let's talk about what's new from WFW. First of all, we've got the Still River, the Stilly, open for Coho to the end of the month. I saw a comment on the blog that a fly fisherman caught a couple Coho, so definitely check that out if you're in the area. That's beautiful, beautiful river. And then WFW came out and gave us an update on the razor clam situation. Of course, if you were watching last week's video, you already know that the razor clam situation is not looking good. And what are we talking about? We're talking about domoic acid levels above safe consumption levels. So these razor clams are going to stay in the sand, but clams are just going to get bigger and fatter and be there for harvest when these toxin levels come down. So we'll get a shot at them, but just probably not anytime in the next month or so. And then last on here, there's a couple winter steelhead river primers I've been putting up there on the blog. So this week I wrote about the Wainuchi and of course the Skookum Chuck. The Chehalis is the subject of most of the controversy around the winter steelhead seasons coming up. And so I just try to give people a primer, what to expect, forecast, regulations, history, and escapement. Go on to PNWbestlife.com. Check those out. I've got a few more of these to write still on like the Lewis, Kalama River, pretty much anywhere where you got hatchery winter steelhead in the state of Washington. I'm gonna write a primer article on it. I'm not giving away fishing spots or putting fishing reports up there, so you still gotta do some legwork, but this is just to give you a nice place where all the data that's publicly available, it will tell you kind of what's going on with our winter steelhead fisheries. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, finding it entertaining and informative, give a like, drop a subscription in there. That way you can get more of these. I make them every week, pretty much consistently. This is number 6, plus a lot more PNW related content. All right, let's look at the data. We've got Coho trickling in most places it's really slowed down. They still have a chance on the Skagit. You still have a chance on the cowlets for sure. Some would say that the December, late November Coho on the cowlets bite much better than the earlier Coho. So you can keep that in mind. As you saw from the highlights, you know, we had our trip on the Chehalis, and the Chehalis Coho situation's definitely slowed down quite a bit. But you've got a lot of fish still heading up to the Skookumchuck hatchery. You got one more week at this, unless WW changes things. But you know, you can give that a try. They're a little bit more spread out, but we were able to get them to go limited early. It was an awesome time. Nothing crazy on the winter steelhead front yet. Still waiting for some of these rivers to report their first hatchery steelhead escaped. That doesn't mean they don't have them at the hatchery. Sometimes those hatchery managers, they hold on to those just a little bit. So this is the time when some of these rivers should have hatchery steelhead. We'll get the regs update on December 1st. Definitely pay close attention to the regs if you're gonna try to go do that this week. You still got some Chambers Creek stock, you know, showing up early on the cowlets. Don't get too excited. The bulk of that run is not gonna show up till March and into April. And of course the highlight for data time is Minter Creek. Big push of chum this past week recorded, and you can expect probably an even bigger push next week. So this is prime time for Minter Creek. All right, so let's talk about our rec opportunities for this week, starting November 25th. What's coming up? What you can look forward to. You gotta start with the weather pattern. We got some major changes coming in the week ahead. You've got much more precip, and then you got some really colder weather coming in. Chance of snow, and really the main concern with snow is the temp drop after it snows. So if you've got snow sticking on roads and then freezing, that's gonna make travel really difficult. So towards the end of the week or the weekend, if this forecast actually shows up, you may have to modify plans based on just travel safety. May not be able to head over the pass very easily to go to the Eastern Washington for anything there. So just something to keep in mind. At the start of the week though, it should be pretty doable. I'm really looking forward to the big game hunting opportunity. I still got a tag to fill, and I got to spend some time in the woods, get that done on one of these GMUs where you can hunt deer and late elk with a muzzleloader. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know how much fishing I'm going to do that next week, but you know, on the fishing front, again, prime time for Minter Creek, prime time for some of these chum spots. It may be worth it if the river's open for winter steelhead. Going and checking that out in some of the usual places. You know, the winter crab and squid thing is not very alive around Point Defiance. But I hear if you go further north in Marine Area 11 around Vashon, it's better. Certainly if you go out around Elliott Bay, Shill Shoal, there's an opportunity to get that done. Seeing pics on social media, the squid, daytime as well, and the winter crab thing should be popping off. So and then you know what, you gotta if you're in the woods, you gotta know that this is still the chanterelle time. I couldn't believe some of the quality and the condition of some of the chanterelles I found this last week. I hope we get one more week of just finding really good fresh chanterelles with all this rain coming down, but we'll see. And of course, I've got a little bit of merch here. We got the bumper stickers still, a few of those left. Gonna order some more, and I'm also looking to get a few other things. I've got a hoodie and a tech tee, performance tee that I'm gonna be evaluating. Hopefully get that soon, and see if I can make that available. I'll let you all know. Hope you have success out there this coming week.